ready? You ready? Ready? Right, let's get this out of the way so you can see as much as humanly possible. It's not doing it. Why is it not doing it? It should be doing it. Do the thing. Oh my god, it's not doing it. Interesting. Nothing happened. Ah, there it is! Yes! Awesome. Right, I am going for a break. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So basically, what I discovered was that you can't delete a town. When you try to do so, basically the entire town's population that was there beforehand immediately moves back in. I was a little worried there. I thought maybe I'd taken too long in deleting everything that they weren't going to. But it means that if you build out a grid-like system, then you can populate that in an instant. It is expensive, as you've seen. I mean, that cost $1 million to get done. $1 million? 100 million to get done. And admittedly, I mean, there were mistakes were made, which meant that it took a little longer than perhaps it could have. But at the end of the day, that's the result. Because one of the things that has concerned me is that it's really hard to get a town with the station in the centre without spending a hell of a lot of money, because you want the town to kind of grow around the station in question. So I stuck the station right on top of the centre of the town because of the radius, right? Because of the radius of the town's expansion. Now, interestingly, Hair Bear has expanded mostly out in this direction, and I wonder if the amount of smoothing required, as much as it's an excuse, I wonder if that has actually affected the AI's ability to build there. So if I smooth that out, we might get some more growth going on over there as well. But it means that I've got primary routes already plumbed in for kind of in-town transport, right? So I've already got, nice big fat routes ready to stick trams down or whatever I please in order to get that moving. There you go. That's the big caper. It's pretty cool, and the more money you can throw at it, the better it works. I'm going to get the Sukitani line running so that you can watch it in business. Let's go and see where those trains ended up, shall we? Oh, there's a lot of trains all over the place. Right, we've got some transatlantics, I think. There we go, that's 2. Where are you? Which depot is this? You're in Yeol of all places. Right, well, let's throw you out on the transatlantic. Let's get it moving so that I can give it a bit of a head start. Likewise, you can go to, on, what's it called, Sukitani Christmas, the main event here. Because I can't leave you just watching nothing. I have to leave you something to watch. So let's get a couple of trains moving, and then I'll take a swift breakette before we go into the final hurdle. Although I could go into the final hurdle now, I might end up playing a little longer, actually, rather than just last like 20 minutes or so, because we want to get everything back up and running again. I can't leave it half done. It's like, I usually do 50% more Train Fever in an episode than I'm intending to do. So I guess that an extra 2 hours of this couldn't do any harm, could it? I've heard that's a good way to get, Mondo subscribers. Ha! We'll see. Right, let's get you onto the right line as well. Telman Hair Bear, that looks like you. You go on Telman Hair Bear, if you can get there. Can you get there? it a try. You're the next one on. In fact, you know what? I'm going to set them all going, and we'll let the signalling sort it out. Now I've missed something here. What have I missed? There shouldn't be a route that has 0 trains if I've done this right. Ye olde Harebear. Ooh, what am I going to put on that? Oh, hold on. What are you? Right, you look like a likely candidate. Ye O'Hare. You as well. I will slow it down again. I'm just getting things moving quickly. Right, let's check timings. Ye olde Circuitani is a little on the slow side, which is what these should have been on. Right, where's you? You're on the wrong route. You're going the right way, but you're on the wrong route. Ye olde Circuitani. There you go. No path. Right, go to the depot. If you're not going to comply. Alright, look, I've got something on each route. There's a little bit more jiggery pokery needs doing. There we go, 106 million that cost me. I'm pretty certain that I'm going to be profitable this year, so I'm going to leave those running. Let's let them figure themselves out, and I'll leave you watching Harebear for 5 minutes while I just take care of business. Right, there we go. Let's find the perfect angle to view from. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go changing. Where's that idiot going? Where are you going? Oi, you don't terminate here. You're on the wrong line. Interesting. Okay, how did you end up there? That's slightly worrying. Still, they'll probably, yeah, I probably have. These things are inevitable. I think I'm close to even in terms of, yeah, I made $1 million last year. And that will get better once trains actually start to fill back out those routes. So, don't get me wrong, I mean, I spent a hell of a lot more that I intended to, but the upshot is actually pretty strong on the face of it. There's a stuck Zephyr somewhere as well. No, I think the Zephyr is supposed to be a back and forth, unless you're seeing something I'm not. Let's have a look here. You've got no path. Okay, where are you trying to get to? You know what? It might be easier just to mothball this. I think it's approaching the end of its life anyway. So let's depot it, and I'll sell that off. In fact, I'll sell everything that's still in a depot right now and then repopulate the lines properly. Right, okay, let's sell that off. And then Telman. How did you end up in Telman? Okay, good. And then there's another one in Brownville. That's miles away. Oh, you're going to Brownville. Have fun with that. A slightly strange choice, but be my guest. That is miles away, though. I mean, that's the other side of the flaming world, and you're going to get in the world the way of the... No, you can't do that. Go to a different depot. There you go. Right, has that changed its destination? Telman now. Okay, well, look, that's closer at least. Yeah, we'll see. I think once trains get onto the right routes, then we should start to see some progress. Now, I'm not going to get the numbers here yet until such a time as I get kind of in-town services back up and rolling. And as you can see, we've got, if I actually, for once in my life, if I actually turn land use on, right, commercial over here with industrial, there's kind of commercial industrial mix, which means we're dropping cargo off in entirely the wrong place. It was going to lower Hairbear, that's called lower Hairbear, that's fine. Show me cargo movement. Oh no, okay, that's fine. It's good. It's queuing, so it's taking its time getting places, but it will get to where it's going. Let's check everything. Right, I'm on Sukatani Christmas, so let's check what we've got on this line right now. And see where we're going. Right, we can turn land use back off again, and we'll turn cargo back off again to keep my frame rate reasonably helpful. Alright, don't then. So, you know, fight me, see if I care. Well, this old warrior is still kicking along. Good. What have we got up here? You are... Thank you, end of month delays. Ye old Sukatani. What? No. No, that is not a route you should be on. Go to the depot. Yeah. I will throw those passengers away, I don't care. Who have we got here causing a lot of smoke? That's the transatlantic. Oh, it's coming out of the depot, of course, yes. And there's probably a queue of stuff coming out of the depot. Currently empty. Alright, fine. But it explains why we had some stuff going in quite a mad direction, at least. Where are you? What are you? What? You're Telman Hairbear, so you need to get to Hairbear. Okay. I mean, that's realistically, that's one that should also be mothballed. It's pretty ancient. And we've got an Alco behind it, which is the one I just sent back. So that was just trying to find any route that would take it in the right direction. There's a lot of passengers waiting here. Who are we waiting here? Oh no, it's just a collection of various routes. Now the signals will work, you know, in terms of queuing stuff up. It's simply a case of waiting for that to percolate through. Any trains turned up where they should do yet? No, not yet. Okay, right. Let's go back to checking the main route here, and let's see if that's paying off in terms of actually having trains on it properly. All right. Let's play spot the train. Right, what are you? You're the transatlantic, so you've got to get to Hairbear, and then you actually don't have the ability to get onto the transatlantic from Hairbear. You're going to have to come out and then reverse. Okay, that's fine. I'll manual that, providing it goes through the station. If it doesn't go through the station, then we have, you know, bigger problems. And the likelihood actually is that I've got A4s that are stuck elsewhere as well. Thanks for tuning in, Kill Bill. Much appreciated. Thank you for dropping by. Hopefully this has provided some small modicum of entertainment. What's this chap going to do? Because he needs to switch onto the next line here. There we go, Grand Central. It's got people waiting. What are you going to do? What do we think it's going to do, friends? Do we think it's going to turn around, or do we think it's going to keep going? It's almost painful to wait with the game. Yeah, no spit, no route. Just go. Hold on. Let's set you to a different route for a moment. No, set you to a different route. That's the set it to a different route button. Let's set it to Sukatani Christmas, and then once we're out beyond the points here, we'll change its destination. Right, I am going to up the tempo. Sorry about that. But I want to get things back in working order before I declare victory. Hold on. Where's my points? Points are here. Okie doke. And stop. Right, and turn around, and then, no, not that, this. Stick it back on the transatlantic. There we go. Now, unstop. Do not go. Yes, you are going to go to Harebear, but I want you to cross on these points. If you don't cross on these points, it's not going to work. Beautiful. And, you know, it shows that the pathfinding works, which is always a joy. There we go. That should now send to depot. Oh, you of little faith. Good. And with a bit of luck, this will now head to Anasol. Great! Okay, good, that one's working. So, hello, we've got another friend here who is also saying they have no path. Right, go on that line. We'll do exactly the same thing again. So let's wait at the intercept point, which is way much further up the line. It's up here. Well, that looked like a train who knew where it was going, which is quite positive. And stick on the brakes. Yeah. Quit your crowding. And then set it on the right line. Go. Okay, right. That's 2 at least on the right line there now. I should have done this to start with. I should have... oh, yeah. What have we got? Deltics. Okay. Now, the problem with the Deltic, it's got a sound issue, this particular train. I'm going to run one, but it is very, very loud. I won't do it tonight. I won't get round to it, but there will be one in the future. Right, what's next? Where the hell are you going? You're going to Telman Harebear. Okay, fine. We'll just do exactly the same trick. Circuitani Christmas. In fact, hold on. Telman Harebear. I didn't see that line light up. Maybe I missed it. However, these points here do give maximum options, so I have to hold the faith in that's going to work. And stop. Yeah, turn around and Telman Harebear. Okay, it's baffled. Oh no, unstop. There we go. Or in fact the opposite stop, which is go. Where's yellow line? Ah, fine. Okay, well it can get to its platform. It's fine. Platform 8. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. See that signal? That just worked. Yeah. Now, with all of these interlopers, there's a good chance I've actually put in the right kind of spacing to make these pay off. There we go. Good. Are you picking anyone up? Didn't think so, but you know they'll get the idea. Right. Okay. So we've got 57 on the transatlantic coming back again, which is phenomenal. Given the amount of mucking about that's gone on with that route. Likewise, how much are you going to make me there, big fella? 78 grand. Little disappointing. 24, 29. Now that will improve once I've got internal transport within Harebear itself. Not least of all, something that runs from one side to the other, because there's no way for people to currently cross between the two. I can't rule out there are wrong trains going the wrong way, stuck in places. And I'm going to need to check through to make sure that's working. However, what have we got here? This will build up. The numbers will improve. They were pretty strong before, and downline there should be less of an issue there. Right, I think it's time to go for a slight monster smooth over here to see if we can get anyone to move in. Now, historically, the AI has not been backward in coming forward in actually, just making stuff work when it comes to, land that needs smoothing out. But we'll see. I'll put a gentle smooth. Just get rid of some of the steps, I think, and then if we're lucky, folks will move in. And obviously, all of this stuff that I'm smoothing out now is where there were buildings before. So it's not like the AI doesn't have the appetite to build here. It's simply a case of it, getting with the program and getting some diggers out. That's a terrible place for a road. Just, so you know. There we go. Right, let's see if that makes any difference at all. It might just be that they're not in the mood for that particular area, despite the fact that it's really close to the middle of town. But, we'll see what happens. Right, let's get some... Let's at least put in one commuting route from side A to side B. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference from the get-go, but it will make a difference at some point. Question is, what's the best way to do it? I guess it's using a bridge. So I could do this actually. Electric tramway, large street. Tram, electric, yes, and then let's do it. I'm gonna have to get a bit closer to make sure I'm actually hitting here, Yeah. Now, the one thing that I forgot, and it occurred to me a moment ago, is I completely forgot to actually put a bus station in. Earlier on. Time to bulldoze some more. There's always time to bulldoze some more. And, and if... I probably won't touch Harebear again in that fashion, but I am definitely going after other towns that I've already got. Oh, come on. Why you do this? To be honest, I should have gone the other way, shouldn't I? I've got nice big space, the whole of the other way. You're going to have to do something similar at the other end as well, or it will not be able to turn around. In fact, it's not going to be able to turn around. So it will probably be sensible to think about this as a route that goes a little bit further. Right, let's slow it back down again. So that I can have a tram depot at the deep end. Large bus station, large tram station. Well, this was in the area that was being used before. Let's go for it. So if we think about it, we go. We're going. Where are we going? We're going up here. Okay, we go up here. Right, there's no tram track there. That's a kind of not going to work, is it? There we go, bit of tram track. We go up here, stop somewhere around here, yeah, and then what? You've got nowhere else you can go there. Okay, or in that case you stop here, and then we head up this one, and we'll go, come back round on yourself, head up and over, head through the town. Let's make sure we've got full track coverage. Head through the town, head round this way, head over this way, and up and past the stuff that's here already, and then we go into another large depot type deal somewhere here. Okay, we're going to need to build some more track. Let's go with medium. I think will probably fit. There we go. I don't need to go too far, I don't think. But hey, no, let's take it all the way over here and see what the AI makes of that. And then stick a large tram doodah over here. Now, I don't expect those to actually pick up too much traffic, but I'm largely using them as turnaround points, and frankly, having these large turnaround points to play with, why not make use of them? So let's stop. Which way am I going? I'm going over the bridge. So we'll stop here, which will provide a station get out. And then we'll do the same up here. Come on, go on, there you go. This looks like another one that will work. And then you're hitting the bridge. So that's it for that side of town. Okay, I can live with that. Coming down this side, let's do my usual encouragement for people to move in. Round here we need a station stop. And then it's a straight blast down to the far end. Okay, yeah, it might work. You never know. Right, let's try it out. Use bus lanes. I might stick bus lanes on as well because it will help my trucks kind of get around. However, let's green line this so it shows up. Now, as much as the green line is going to help it show up, what it won't show is holes in my tram track, and I'm almost certain there are at least one or two. There we go. And coming back, we go Queens, we go New, we go Park, we go Crescent, Kingsway, Green, Holt. Okay, right. This is the new Hare Bear commuter line. Commute. We need a tram depot. Might as well build it where I've already got some kind of construction-y nonsense going on. Tram depot. There we go. Don't give me terrain alignment collision. I care not for it. Okay, right. So we can go with the latest and greatest US North American train. Tram. Yes, clearly the brain's starting to get just a little foggy. Commute. And then, what do we think? 3? 4. 4 feels good to me. 14 stops, 4 trams. That ought to do the trick. Right, come on, let's go full speed here and get you out of my face. Now, who's going to provide the first lucky customer to ride the all-new in-town Majesty? What I might do with bus lanes actually is run from the periphery out through to the other side of town and then back again. So run a straight shot on both sides that intersect with the tram stops. There we go. Green Lane's got one already, or the Green has got one already. Right, let's have another one. There we go. And actually, I can now set all my trams to update, which will also be helpful. Where'd he go? Is he? I don't know. No, there he goes, legging it now. So those, I mean, the station, these big dudes at the end, they're only going to pay off later on if the town actually builds out and around them at all. Right, and then we'll buy one more and we'll set it in motion when the first one reaches the far end, which it's just about to do. Now these move reasonably rapidly, so there shouldn't be too much problem in terms of picking up everybody who wants to go. Right, there you go, get to work. Alright, grand. So I'm relatively certain those will work. Mind you, how are we faring here? What are you packing at the moment? Yeah, that was 60 at least, so that's $250,000 he just made for that drop off. I have faith. This is looking much more positive. There's 35 waiting for a transatlantic to come in. Less on other services right now, but I think that's probably because I'm not actually running anything on those services. So let's get that fixed. There's always something to fix. What do we got? Oh, let's update Yeol as well. Let's depot you and you and you. No, you just try to depot the same thing twice. Com Gamma. There we go. Yeah. Right, kill that. Wait for these chaps to arrive at the depot. And then let's set these on a...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a biggie. Okay, right, yeah, truck changes. That's enormous. That's a major change. And one I have been looking forward to. Now, it's only European initially. These Scania Vavis only want to work in Europe, but it's not too far before we start getting the kind of the North American heavy hitting trucks, which will be a lot of fun. Right, okay, good. Skirpachu, Mediterranean, we'll worry about those in a bit. Railroad, okay, here we are again. Big Ugly Yellow is making good cash. Look at that. Likewise, South Europe is now making good cash as well. Telman Hairbear is burning it, but then we've only just switched it back on. Transatlantic is burning cash, but we've only just switched it back on. Right. Cheerio, Gadgets. Very nice of you to drop in. I'm going to go for probably another 15 minutes, and then I'll wrap it up. But I want to make sure I'm in a good place before I do so. Otherwise, there is absolutely no chance I'll remember what the hell was going on when I come back to do it again. Right, Yeol Hairbear. So we're going to need to buy a new train at Yeol that is heading in the right direction. Well, Pix, you've got remarkable staying power. Yes, you see, 7 p.m. I'm trying to be as internationally friendly as possible, but that does mean burning out the Europeans, which, you know, as a European, I don't necessarily hold with. Right, Yeol Hairbear is going to come from... In fact, show me the route. It's there, so we're going to have to come in from this depot here. Right, now, Yeol Hairbear is not very long. So it's only going to be a single train that we run on there, but I think it might be a mission suited to the NOHAB. Nice acceleration, reasonable power, very cheap. I see no reason not to run it. Likewise, we've got this new cargo dude who could be beneficial, but you know, not for this job. Right, let's get some wagons on there. Now, I don't need masses. NSB, that's Norway, presumably. Golden Sand, right, let's go. That's 38. Isn't it? Yes. Foggy brain. Which means that another 2 is going to be 76, more than enough. Right, Yeol Hairbear. Now, I don't anticipate that that's going to be a particularly profitable route. I'd be quite surprised if it made any profit at all. So it's yeah. I mean, we'll see. It might end up being a route that gets mothballed and we turn something else on instead. But I've got the right. I mean, I think I've got the right train on there. Likewise, it's a new one, so let's watch it do its thing. Thank you, tree. That's the right. You're on the wrong side of the track. I don't think anybody really minds. Fabu. Right, okay, what else are we missing here? Right, and it's going to be Hairbear-based stuff. So Transatlantic's good. Yeol Hairbear's now good. Telman Hairbear, I have concerns. But at least we're running something on there now. How old is this train? 40 years. So it's due a replacement soonish anyway. So is it something I recently learned? Actually, it was something I did. So the kind of the prelude to tonight was that I'd played forward in my existing series. I played forward like 3 times, and each time I ran out of money. That is a separate issue, and one that I'm now most of the way to resolving. But in amongst doing that, I mucked about a bit. So I started a fresh game on a small map. On the thinking of what happens if you delete the entire town. Because I was thinking, well, what I'd quite like to do would be design a town for myself, and then people move in around it. I was thinking it was going to erase the whole population, and then and then they would build along the roads that you'd already plotted out. That was the thinking. But it turns out that no, it remembers the population that it had at the point it was deleted, and those people immediately move back in. So basically, if you've got the cash to do it, you can delete an entire city or town or whatever, and then the second you reactivate things, it immediately pops back in and fills in the gaps. So that's kind of what I was banking on with Hairbed. Didn't quite have the cash to wipe out the entire town, which is the way it's going to work best. Is if you wipe out the entire town, lay in the infrastructure you want in that town, switch it back on, instant people. But it's the kind of thing that I can now replicate in other places as well. So Telman, for example, if I wanted to, and I'm going to leave it alone now, this lake project that has been running through most of the series doesn't work. I think there is a hard limit to where people will actually build out. But if you look at it, the limit to there does take it kind of at least to this island here. So we're getting no build going on there in the slightest. Maybe I should do it in Telman. Because the hope was that I'd get, plenty of traffic here and plenty of traffic over there as well. And while people use them for interchange purposes, it's never really taken off to the extent that I kind of hoped it would. But this is why we experiment, is to find answers to these things. Telman does need look at it, but I think that's going to be a 200 million build to sort that out. What are we looking at? Oh, no, actually, that's no more expensive to remove. But yeah, I think it's you should see it as a good way to burn a lot of money in with very little return. In terms of profit, it's something only to do if you're interested in kind of the aesthetics of the thing. Right, let's see how are we delivering here still. Yes, we are delivering lumber. Good. Right, how's this commuter route looking? Well, we've got people waiting, and that's kind of what we were hoping for. Because obviously each of those trams is going to bring in people that will use the line. So here you go. This is a good telltale actually. Is we've got a population of 419, shopping of 600, leisure of 700. So this is going to become something of a hot tourist destination, or we're just going to have to wait for the population to move back in. No, you can't confirm this, but it looks like bigger towns in Transport Fever will allow some expansion somewhere you want it. Actually, I don't know. I think there's no secret of the fact that I'm in the beta and I'm not allowed to talk about it. I don't think anybody's going to set fire to me for saying that I'm in it. But I don't know at this point. I haven't reached that stage. I think I've got like 12 hours, maybe 14 played in it so far. So that's TBC. As soon as I can talk about it freely, I'll fill you in. I've got a lot to talk about, and I'm not going to say if it's positive or negative. Yeah, I'm kind of keen to talk about it, but can't at the moment. Right, before I wrap up, let's get European trucking in the future. Right, Brian V8 and Jacol. Now, the good news about doing this is that it's also going to lead to additional revenue from everything that taps into these lifelines, these trucking lines. So if if I'm delivering stuff by train, the train profitability will go up. Likewise, if I'm, if I'm looking for extra town growth, then that'll probably happen as well. Let's 25% these just to guarantee that they change. So yeah, I mean, increasing the amount of goods being delivered is a positive all round. Plus, these trucks are incredibly unbalanced. They are too good by a long way. They carry too much and they're too quick to be properly balanced. So I'm quite happy to exploit that. Can't do anything with the American trucks right now. We're waiting for the appropriate upgrade to come into play, but we can certainly do the rest of Europe. What are you? Iron ore. Oh, if there were a quicker way to do this, that would be fabulous. It's very time consuming. I have 16.6 hours on record for Trade Fever, for Transport Fever. Right, well, there you go. That's how much I played. Yeah, I'm keen to play more. There we go. So I have not burned out my interest in that game in 16 hours. Perhaps that is unsurprising. More steel, just did more steel. What else have we got here? There's a lot of it, isn't there? Potato steel, okay. Let's just scroll rather than hop to the other menu. I don't think there's any speed increase in going that way. Right, potato steel, no. Where's Rowan? Rowan, is that... it's either the bottom one in Europe. It is the bottom one in Europe. Okay, cool. In which case, you are long overdue an upgrade. And you're making almost $1 million a year. Holy cow. Awesome. Well, you're going to make either more or less. You won't make the same, I'll tell you that. This and that. Now, this should... I mean, as much as this is going to be quite a costly endeavour to replace all of these chaps... The positive side of that is going to be reduced running costs. I suspect that some of those older ones are going to be at the same running cost that these new ones are brand new. What am I looking at here? Is this ski? Yes, it is. Do that and this. Now, the reason I keep all of these open is so that I can remember which ones I've just told to be replaced. Hold on, we've got an yeah. Okay, it's just another coach for the DSBs. God damn, it's taking a long time. There we go. And another one of those. And another one of these. And another one of those. SAS, Weber's US, Wiki. Wikaki, even. There we go. Right, we're almost there. Come, no, that's not helpful. Come here. Come. Get over. Oh, flippin' heck. Rotate until it's on the screen? No, that's not it either. Right, okay. Well, unset that. Set that. Let's get it so that it is in a sensible place on the screen. Where are we? Apologies for the random screen rubbish going on. All right, right. Put it there. Try it now. I managed to grab a bit that actually works. Okay, good. Freight. And that one. And go. And 25%. And yes, right. I should now be able to turn some of these off. Some of these must have completed. Bry steel. Bry steel. 100% no. Kill. Bry coal. Bry iron. No, that. This. This, that, go. More iron and more steel. Okay, this, yes. More iron, there we go. The Skybox is having an exciting time over there. Where next? Pot steel. No, that, this. Lumber goods, not quite there yet. Ski Lumber Goods. Ski Lumber Goods, why are you taking so long? Oh, actually, that's got a really long route to go across, so that is going to take a minute. Okay, fine. We can wait. There's no rush here. Cool. You just set Ski Lumber Goods with an old vehicle. Oh, nuts! I did. You're not wrong. Oh, pants. That's why it's not done anything. It's also a really long route. Okay, right. Let's find the new ones that I've just paid for. 0 months. Oh. And 1 month. Oh. And 18 years. Okay, we're going to replace at least 1, 2 months. Oh. And 2 months. All right, 1 new truck and 4 old ones. Right, 1. That's an old one, right? Yeah. No, that's what I mean. That's a new one. Depot. You. Yeah. No, look. Just I'm clicking just randomly now. Oh, thank you for the spot. I probably would have got there in the next 50 minutes or so. But that we got there quicker is a bonus. Right, good. Right, no, 100%. Kill it. I need to put. They're all off there. So Pacific Diamond. Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing money away at this stage. That's by, what do you think? 2, 3, 2. 2 ought to do. Skippertu's tiny. The likelihood I make any money out of it at all is remote. Skippertu Lumber Goods. There we go. Right, that's fully set. SAS Steel, we're still waiting for. Row Lumber Goods, we are done. There we go. Ski Lumber Goods we're done with. Now that I've unbalked it. We're waiting for those guys to get to a depot. Oh, mind you, we've been paying for this chap at Rhino for a while. In fact, there's probably a few. Yeah, see that there's another one. Okay, well let's not do that. See, you get swept up in happy little projects, and you end up paying the running costs on stuff that have been out of service for years. Right, let's do that. There we go. So we've got 4 incoming. I'm gonna sit there and wait for all 4 to come in. What's your dilemma? You're 19 years old. Get somewhere so that I can upgrade you to something modern and spangly. TSA Steel, there we go. Who is this Bob of which you speak? Okay, cool. Well, I mean, the good news is all these trucks are going to make a... yeah, happy little projects, yes. I can't help but be a little bit affected by Bob Ross, because let's face it, we all are. There we go. That's it, that's two more of those to go. You're now upgraded, we're waiting for this. How far away are you? Stone me. I mean, mind you, these trucks are actually reasonably quick. They've certainly run slower in the past. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's painful. Just get in there. And? Oh, yeah, okay, you would be round the other side, wouldn't you? Of course, yes. Done. Good. Right, 100%. No. Clear off. Right, we're waiting for 1 truck to turn up at the depot so we can sell it. Right, we're up to 34 million in the bank, and I've just bought quite a lot of trucks, which I imagine were not inexpensive. 1.6 million last year, 3.5 million profit last year. We're back. Yeah. Profits aren't quite where they were previously, but the addition of those new trucks plus the new trains in operation should make a pretty mighty difference. Just waiting for that truck to turn up, and then I can sign off. There we go. Good. Let's go take a quick look at Harebear and see how it's grown over the last kind of 5-10 minutes, and then we'll motor on. So coming up next will be a little bit more refinement of routing. Look at all these identikit houses, and it's because they're all built in the same era at the same size. In fact, you know what we could also do? We could group that. This could be messy, but distance between stations are too large. Yeah, this is messy. This is not going to work. Never mind. Never mind. Having one isolated station is no bad thing. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, Harebear's going to continue to grow. I do need to refine more routes, though. So this evening has kind of been the start of a large project, and I think there's more elegant ways that we can work with Harebear now that we've kind of got the centre of it constructed. But another city destruction in the future is incredibly likely, and it's going to be one where I've got either multiple stations in already, or somewhere. I mean, if you think about Frenchton, gets a huge amount of traffic in terms of train traffic. It gets tons, but it's underused in terms of its position relative to the kind of the centre of town. Likewise, there's no commuter services there in the slightest. Weber's not so bad because it's actually it's properly busy for starters. Like it. But Colesver. Actually, you know what? Colesver has been waiting for its route to be complete for a while, and it ties into Harebear. So it is on the current lead narrative. So I think the next episode I do, which will be probably for later this week, is going to be the Colesver route, with probably a little review of what we've got up to this evening. Raygo 1, it's been ages. Yeah, we haven't stopped there. You've watched the entire show, and we haven't once stopped by there or mentioned it. Why not do Raygo 1? We could do. The only reason I would be hesitant in doing so is because of the station. The station's in a really nice place because it runs along the coastal route here. And that's no reason not to do it. Maybe we could do more with it. Where could we take Raygo 1? We could do a Raygo 1 to Potato route. I do want to get the most out of the routes that I've got. By that I mean the not the routes per se. It's the existing stations, the existing infrastructure. So, I mean, let's just price it up now. Right, so assuming we were going from the coast down here, just purely so that it doesn't rule it out. So it's a 5 million quid bridge. That's never been enough to stop me. And then, what are we talking about? Obviously, I'm just going as the crow flies here, and I'll probably do it a little bit more effectively, but 5 million quid point to point, that's nothing. That's very doable. The question is what to do with it. What would the route be? Because we could do an Amersfoort Raygo 1 Potato route, which could work quite nicely. So an expansion of the existing route that goes in there. Because right now that is the only route. And in fact, it already does it. We go Amersfoort Raygo 1, Amersfoort Raygo 1, and then Brian VA, which is over here. So it's already part of a Scandinavian route. We could make a Scandinavian loop. British Scandinavian loop track. That could be a lot of fun. Okay, yes, put that one down as a coming up. I think that's a lot of fun because we can run in both directions at the same time and double the amount of traffic on there. That'll be fun. Yeah, okay, I'm down for that. Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, apologies that you ended up spawning in at the end of the line, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Likewise, let's have a quick look at the size of both Potato and Raygo 1. Where are we going? Here we go. Potato 404, Raygo 1 459. So they're mid-table, I guess. Yeah, pretty much mid-table. So they're not going to be as expensive as blowing a hole in Telman. Telman would be expensive. Harebear was one of the bigger towns. It's now smaller, but it is still packing a heck of a lot of kind of service industry stuff in there, so it will grow quite quickly. Right. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Colonel Failure. You've been fabulous. It's been a most entertaining stream. It's had highs. It's had lows. There have been successes and constant failure in myself. We must do this again sometime. I have no idea how many people watched because I had a thing blocking over my view. That's it. Pause. There we go. And the Metroliner has just turned up, along with the Mirage, which is the brand new tram. That's the place to pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching. You're already subscribed, because that much is evident. I'll be back very soon with more of the same. Let's queue up the hotkey here. Cheerio! Which one do I want? Let's go with this one. No, let's go with that one. Didn't work. Do it again. There we go.